Hey, good morning everybody, and welcome to This Week in Dioramas, episode 32 of season 2. Now, if you aren't familiar with how this show operates, every week I go through Instagram looking for the coolest looking dioramas and I showcase them right here on the show. Now, if you would like to be showcased in a future episode, all you need to do is upload your diorama pictures to Instagram and tag them with the hashtag Thisweekindioramas. Now, before we get started with the show, if you're watching this today, which is Saturday, September 5th, tonight we are doing a live stream episode of the This Week in Dioramas Dio Shots. Now, I've been promoting this for the last couple of weeks. I was asking all of you to take some ACBA style pictures of your action figures using your dioramas. And so tonight, Saturday night, probably, I don't know the exact time yet, it'll probably be sometime after 8 p.m. Central Time, we're gonna go live and we're gonna go through all of the pictures. I have not looked at the pictures. I haven't even done a search. So I have no idea how many of them there are. And so who knows how long it's gonna take. But essentially the rules are just, take an action shot of your diorama with your action figures in some sort of, action poses and whatnot, create a cool scene, and we'll take a look at that and see what everybody comes up with. Again, that's gonna be tonight, Saturday, September 5th. So hopefully you will join me for that. Grab yourself a beverage of choice, and I'll see you then. Alrighty, we're just about ready to get started, but before we do that, we need to reveal the winner of last week's fan vote. And I have to say, it's been going back and forth, and it's really competitive this week. There's been, at the time of recording this, there's about 150 to 155 votes. By the time all of this is closed out, who knows how many votes there will have been. That's why I'm recording 2 versions of this, and I'll upload which one actually wins at the 5 o'clock cutoff on Friday. So, your winner is the TMNT Lair by Hector Hakabi. Congratulations, you will now be entered into the Grand Championship vote coming at the end of the year. Make sure you stay tuned till the end of this episode where you'll get another chance to vote for your favorite on the community tab on my channel. Alright, let's go ahead and get this freaking show on the road. I hope you've got your beverage. I've got mine. Here we go. That's proof to show I've got my beverage. Let's jump right on into this week's showcase with Diorama and the Ring. This is an amazing diorama. If you didn't see the thumbnail, it's coming up, the picture that I used. This is amazing. So he used a TV, which is brilliant, a brilliant idea. Sounds like he's giving a shout out to Cult Creations for inspiring him to use a real TV as the diorama. And I mean, you, sir, have amazing talent when it comes to not only your diorama making skills, but your lighting, film, and editing skills. I have a lot of interest in that sort of stuff as well, and it's just, I'm so amazed at this. And check out his system here. Look at this. This is pretty awesome, this little video. I don't know if we'll have time to be able to get through all of this video, but just check that out. I mean, the lighting that you've got in there is amazing. Look at that. Move the cursor. That is awesome. And I love the presentation that you've done with this. The video with the spinning and the lighting inside the actual diorama looks perfect. You've really done an amazing job with this. Look at that. It's so creepy. That is awesome. Again, I go back to the editing because I'm very, very passionate about filmmaking, even though I don't get time to do a whole heck of a lot. I'm working on a new intro for the show, so keep an eye out for that. I just have a couple more clips to record. I like seeing the little setup that you had there, though. Let's go through a couple more of these pictures because this is the thumbnail that we used, and this is amazing. The lighting is perfect. The atmosphere, the color. Sorry, I'm talking mostly about the photography now, but the diorama itself is amazing. I love it. The sticks for the trees and whatnot. I mean, you've really done a great job. I hope that NECA sees this, because I'm pretty sure this is a NECA figure, maybe? Am I right about that, or did you do a custom figure? I'm trying to see on here. Whoever it is that made this figure needs to see this, because this is absolutely stellar. Did you custom make that? I didn't get to all of these pictures. Holy crap. So if you watch the video, this video, let us know in the comments, because I'm not seeing it. Anyway, we got to move on, but awesome job. Again, we're not doing any cuts this week. Side note, I was eating a piece of French bread tonight, and I sneezed while doing that, and a chunk went down the wrong tube, so I've been coughing. So I will cut that out if I am coughing, but we're gonna do our best to not have to cut even for the coughs. So next up, coming from Big Boy Collectibles, is the Ultimate Predator diorama. If you're not familiar, this Predator figure, he's probably close to 12 inches tall, if not taller. So he's a pretty good size figure. So this is a good sized diorama. We've got the fugitive predator, it looks like there, and I really dig the atmosphere that you've got with this diorama. There's a lot of plant life in here to give you some different color tones, which I really like. A lot of these plants look like maybe they're what are we saying, aquarium plants maybe. Really dig on this piece because it looks so nice. It's a great way to be able to display both of these figures together. Just great job. Next, coming from DJ Omega Supreme. My beverage must have kicked in because we are having some fun today. Alright, so this one came in last week and I had already recorded, so I held on to it for this week. Finished his Cobra Throne tonight, and I really love this piece. I especially love the metallic colors that you've got with the paint on here. It looks like it's really made out of metal. I love the little spears coming out of the sides or the back there. That looks awesome. And then it looks like you used fabric. Yeah, you were saying that this is the first time you've used fabric on a diorama piece. So I'm really digging on it. You really did a nice job. It's very, very cleanly done. You just really nailed it. Everything looks great. So awesome job. Next, coming from Styrosmith Dio Arts, this is a pretty awesome looking piece. It's a mini Hall of Armor, work in progress. We won't get too far into the piece since it's a work in progress, but I did want to showcase it because it is very, very nice looking already. They do some amazing work with their sculpt work, everything they do by hand, which is pretty darn awesome. So I can't wait to see what this thing's gonna turn out to be when it's done. You've already got lighting and whatnot in there. I am excited to see it. Next, coming from Virtual Oneer, another one, DJ Khalid. Okay, another one. What? Another one DJ Khalid voice. I'm not hip. This warehouse diorama is up for sale, so DM them if you are interested in buying it, or trades. They are open to trades. This looks awesome. I love the color that you chose for these bricks. It looks great. It's not that often that we see bluish, almost teal bricks, which I really like. I like to see different ideas, even though we're using some of the same structural components of bricks, and you chose different colors and it really works. And the wood floor that you did here is looking very nice as well. The really cool thing, those of you that are familiar a little bit with film and photography, is you've got a nice teal orange combo going on here, which aesthetically, having opposite colors on the color wheel together, they complement each other. They're complementary colors, so orange and teal really work together. So orange and blue, those work very well, and it's very eye-catching. And the way that you took the picture definitely kind of accents that. So great job all around on this piece. It looks very nice. DM them again if this is something you're interested in. Next, coming from MT Dio Art, this thing is Amazing. I don't know. He's saying finally the time has come after 45 hours. This only took you 45 hours? Seriously, dude? What? It would have taken me like 45 hours to do the first level, as opposed to, I mean, doing this whole thing. So you're probably what? Pretty close to around 6 foot tall, and this thing's coming up to about your neck, so that's about 5 feet tall. I'll let all of you who are doing the metric system figure out how many meters that is, or however you guys measure in that. This thing is amazing. I love the detail, and if I'm not mistaken, all of these stones are individually cut and glued on. That's crazy. That is insane. And look at that. You've got a little balcony here so that you can put some figures there. You've got awesome space over here to be able to put figures. I mean, there's just so much going on here, which is so incredibly cool. And look at the detail on that door. That is a beautiful looking door. You've got a little flag-like thing hanging down there. Great details throughout. You got a little plant life strewn throughout. I mean, this thing is just amazing. You did a great job. There's nice color variation. Look at that. Little Easter eggs with some skeletons and whatnot. This is so cool. I am just in awe, loving this piece. Look at the little hatch to open up to get to the very, very top. Chains that are going along there, that safety first. Even in Masters of the Universe, there's safety. This thing is amazing. Wow, what a great piece. Next, coming from Oiler's Workshop, for sale, DM them. You know what? If you ever see anything that you're interested in, DM these artists, even if it's not for sale. Make them a great offer, you know? $100 above what you'd think they'd want, and I'll bet you they'll sell it to you. Small display, yes, it collapses, comes with the trash can, 1/12 scale, 14 by 14 by 14. And this thing is really, really cool. And honestly, hit him up because he makes some amazing work. I love the details that you throw in there, and check out the broken glass there. Those panes look awesome. The little awning painted very, very nicely. Yeah, it's just a great looking piece. It's going to be wonderful to be able to display your action figures with this or use it for taking pictures. So awesome job as always. This next one also is just amazing. This is from Spiral Dioramas. Haven't seen anything from you in a little bit. That might just be I just haven't seen you in my feed. This is and I'm going to pronounce this completely wrong, but I'm just going to make up how I think it's pronounced. Chithulu? Or nope, that's not how it's going to be. Maybe it's not even something that you pronounced. It's a temple. This thing is amazing. One, it's huge. The architecture design that you've sculpted into this is beautiful. The paintwork is stellar, and I love that stained glass window in the upper portion. That is wonderful looking. And just look how big this is. I mean, there's so many different options for what kind of action figures you could throw in there. I mean, this is good enough that you could use for like a miniature movie set of some sort, where you could get some really cool what do you call it, like scene clips. Jeez, I can't even think of the word, but I mean, this is just amazing. So great job. Coming up next from Joe Dios, we've got the Super Shredder. Now, I pre-ordered mine on NECA's online shop. I'll be getting it between now and like 3 years from now. Who knows when that's going to be coming. But I really dig this piece, and I especially love the picture that you took. The color that you've got in the picture with your lighting is amazing. It really captures the feel of what's happening here, where he's kind of breaking through this floor, and you sculpted it very, very nicely. You know, it's fun to do destroyed rubble sort of things, and you really did a very, very nice job on this piece. So I think you should be proud. I am jealous that you have your Super Shredder already, and I don't, but you know, it is what it is. This actually looks like it's been burned. Honestly, did you burn it? Is this made out of real wood and you just burned it? I know, I'm pretty confident it's not, but you did a great job with this, so awesome job. Coming up next with Star Marvel 76. This is Mr. Sinister, Mr. Sinister on the throne, or on the throne. It makes it sound like he's taking a dump. On throne. Insulation foam board, project foam, foam sheets, acrylic paint, resin, LED USB lights. Shout out to Scoticus Customs without the custom cape. Don't even make this. Okay. This thing is amazing looking. I love the way that this turned out. I love the little controls that you've got on the throne there. That's awesome. These little lights here, well, it's more like canisters that are lit up, which looks awesome. The base, kind of a chunky base like this where you painted it up a little bit. That's awesome. I think this is resin. You said that this is resin. It looks like it's kind of shiny. Let's cycle through a couple of these. Maybe the video will show us. I'm not sure, but yeah, this looks awesome. Look at all you've got the tendrils. This thing looks awesome. There's so many cool details throughout. Look at that. Little gem-like things. This is awesome. A lot of thought went into this, and I'm really digging on it. You did a great job, as always. Your work is always so good, and it's so unique and creative. You're always thinking outside of the box, which is fun to see. Your dioramas never seem to be the same each time. It's awesome. So great job. Next is coming from JoJo's Bargain Hunt and Craft, and this thing is amazing. I'm not even certain if it actually would be considered a diorama versus a vehicle, but I don't even care because it's super cool. So in the description they're saying it's their latest craft project, steampunk balloon, made everything from scratch. Balloon is made from paper mache, used card and self-adhesive gems to give the effects of the metal panels inside and out. Over 4,000 gems individually stuck onto the balloon. Let's say that again. 4,000 gems. That is ridiculous. I mean, holy crap. It looks like it's really made out of metal, which is awesome. There's cool little pipes throughout here. It really does give the steampunk feel. And they did both the inside and outside of this, and it folds together. I mean, this thing is just so cool. Look at that. That is awesome. It looks like you used real leather for these brown pieces, and then some sort of ribbon or whatever. It looks like that's real leather there. I mean, this thing is, I don't even know how to classify this other than, I mean, it is a vehicle, but I really dig it. I mean, look at how cool that is. It is so unique. I've never seen anything quite like this. And I don't even know what figures would go with this. You know what? The Batman Who Screams, except I think this might be a bit small for 7-inch figures, but man, that thing is awesome. So great job. This next one's coming from Saint Seiya Squad. I read this earlier. I had it translated. I don't remember what it said, other than I know that this is a temple, and I love the paintwork. The color that you chose, very unique. Usually we see a little bit more of a grayish color for these sorts of things, and I really like this. Now, I don't know anything about Saint Seiya, but what I do know is I really like the look and feel of these dioramas. They always have that kind of mythical Greek feel to them. Now, somebody in the comments explained to me this, because this looks like it's some sort of scaffolding, but my guess is it actually has something to do with this dude shooting up some sort of spires or something. I don't know. It's very intriguing. The sculpt work on this piece, the paintwork, everything is superb looking, and I really dig it. So you did a great job. Just somebody let me know in the comments a little bit more information about what this stuff is and what's going on. This next one's coming from DJ's Diorama, completed Japanese diorama. Let's see, let's go ahead and play this. It's about 1:40. We'll probably fast forward a little bit while I talk, but this piece looks awesome. You really did a nice job. I love the fact that you've got the entire courtyard area, this little stone path. Really looks nice. I like the different paint colors that you've got throughout the little Japanese what do we call that? Some sort of, I forget what the tree is, like a cherry tree or something. And then this little screen here for the door, that is nice. Is that 3D printed? It looks so perfect. So I got to imagine that it's 3D print. Let's check in here. Completed Japanese themed diorama. I already spoken for, so sorry, you're not going to be able to get this one. But yeah, awesome job. Really, really nice looking piece. We'll take a drink. Here is a Funko Pop display coming from Sibo Crafts. What are we saying? This is a drink and I know things. The best summary of what Tyrion is. So that's Game of Thrones, obviously. Had this idea on my head for more than a year, and finally 2 weeks ago started doing it. I really like the style that you took with this. It is very much in line with the Funko Pop style, kind of big, bulky, and it really works. I especially like the floor that you did. It fits perfectly with this, and I love that you did this on top of a book. That's awesome. It's a really cool thing that I didn't notice at first, and then when I looked closer, I'm like, that's sitting on top of like a book. That's a great idea. I love the table. The paintwork on here is awesome. It really, I mean, if you look at the paint tones, it really matches this piece. Did you custom paint? This does not look like a Funko Pop paint job. You must have custom painted this thing. I don't think they do paint jobs this good. Anyway, I really dig this piece. I love the fact that you can see some of the words on there. That is awesome. So great job on a really unique piece. This one's coming from Dark Mini Room out of New York, New York, New York. Okay, we won't sing. They're saying that this is 1/4 scale NECA TMNT figures. Really? 1/4 scale. Wow. I'm having a hard time believing that this is 1/4 scale. Are they really the 16-inch figures sitting in here? I mean, this looks like very familiar rack sort of things to hold shelves up. So somebody let us know in the comments, is this really for actual 1/4 scale figures? Because this thing would be massive. I really like the piece. I love the carpet thing that you've got here. That looks really, really cool. Really nice idea. I'm having a hard time believing that these are 1/4 scale figures. I'm trying to look closer and remind myself if this is. Anyway, I'm harping on that too much. Really cool. I love all the details that you've got with the different accessories and whatnot. I got off my game because I kept not believing the size. Anyway, great job. Next, coming from Mighty Kane, check this out. Really cool picture. I just wanted to showcase it because it's a cool picture. I love the lighting. They do these amazing, very sci-fi spaceship sort of dioramas. There's so many cool little details. Hit them up. I'm sure they are selling some of this stuff if you're interested in this style of diorama pieces. It's just so cool, and I love the pictures that you got here. It's just so cool. Next, coming from Things Ernie Makes, and Ernie makes some cool looking stuff. This is a really nice diorama. It is a Detective Pikachu diorama that they made, and it's just super fun. It's so clean. It has that modern feel, and I just really dig it. There's cool little details with all of the posters and whatnot, with the map that you've got on the cork board. This poster here looks awesome. It's just a very clean looking piece, but it not simple in any way. It's just so clean that it looks simple, and I really dig on it. I love the details throughout here. It's just one of those things that makes me smile. I really, really like this a lot. I don't know if how many of you watched the Detective Pikachu movie. It's really fun. It's my first experience with Pikachu and whatever the heck Pokemon stuff, and it was a fun movie. I really liked it. Now, those that watched the cartoon anime for years are probably like, no, it's not accurate, it's whatever. I thought it was fun, and I think this is super fun. I really dig on this piece. Next, coming from Kyle Robinson Customs, another diorama finds a new home, so it sounds like this is sold. Fun little piece with a single wall and floor, but you've also added in a chain link fence, which is pretty darn awesome. Some nice detail work with the power box there in the window. You can see it's broken out there, and very nice color back behind the window, which is awesome. The brickwork also has some really nice tone differences where you can see a little bit of weathering with the browns and whatnot. So great job on this piece. Whoever it is that bought this is definitely going to have a very nice piece for some pictures. Next, coming from David Verdonk 1, not sure if I said that right, but hey, it is what it is. I really don't know where I'm going with some of this. What do we got? Ay caramba, dude, have no fear, the Bartman is here. Like I said, I'm not responsible for me. Anyway, I chose this one because it is super fun. You posted a couple. I liked all the ones that you posted. I chose this one because I liked this one the most. What I liked so much is the fact that you painted, it looks like you hand painted it, the Bartman with the cape on the fence. It looks great. You did such a nice job. I definitely could not have done better. Mine would have looked like a bunch of globs of paint. So awesome job. It's simplistic, the rest of the diorama, but not without skill. You can see the skill throughout. I mean, just look at, you can see the little bit of dry brushing that you did, right on the edge here. That actually really works very well. I really dig what you did there. It's a very subtle detail, but I really like it. I like the little sidewalk and then the little bushes. Not too much and not too little. The little pile of rocks here, just a great looking piece. And the fence, looks perfect. Next, coming from Freda0204 is, did you 3D? You didn't 3D print all of this, did you? Lots of things are 3D print hashtags, so I'm wondering what all. You couldn't have 3D printed much on this. Anyway, this thing looks really cool. Now, if you're not familiar with Freda0204, they do a lot of really cool pictures, so make sure that you give them a follow. It looks like kind of like a little church that they put together here. Look at that. That is super fun. I love the sculpt work that you did on here. The paint work looks awesome. And then I'm sure that he's got some pretty cool pictures that he's already taken with this, because he's just shooting out pictures left and right every day. So awesome job. This one's coming from Les Missed, I'm not sure. This looks to be another Saint Seiya. Yep, Saint Seiya right there. More rubble, ruins sort of display, and look at the color that they chose for this marble-like stone. It almost looks like it's ice, and that is so cool. It's so unique, so different. I love the little grass patch that you've got here, and you can see that it looks like there's either broken rock pieces or leaves or something in here. It's just a really cool looking diorama with so many different details sculpted in, painted in. There's always something cool to look on here, and I think the artist may be this person. I'm not sure. So awesome job on this piece. It's really, really cool. Next, coming from Diorama Boy, he's another one that can take some really great pictures and display their dioramas so well. The lighting in here, the paintwork, the accessories with the debris that they've got throughout, and all of the graffiti is awesome. So great job on, again, another awesome looking diorama. Your talent is it's just crazy. This next one's coming from Oak Hill Studios, breaking out the Halloween dioramas, and they have put so much detail into this diorama. It is so cool. Just look at all the leaves, the grasses and whatnot, and I love all the little pumpkins on here. We're getting into the Halloween season, so yes, we need to pull some of that stuff out. Just look at all the colors that we've got in here. It is so cool. Look at that. I love it. Very Nightmare Before Christmas sort of vibe that you get out of this. Look at the resin like mud that's intertwined in with these boards that are just kind of supposed to be like a path, I think. Just super cool. This one's coming from Benny Blanco Perez. Wow, I pronounced that really oddly, I think. So they're working on a tree. It's their first tree. I have a small bit of experience with doing a tree, and it's fun, frustrating, and rewarding all at once. Your tree is looking very, very nice. I'm going to say your tree is looking nicer than mine, so well done on that. I can't wait to see what this is going to look like when it is all complete, because it is already looking very, very nice. I'm wondering if you can let us know in the comments what you're planning on using for the foliage and how you're planning on connecting that, or is this going to be a tree without foliage? Would love to know. Paintwork already is looking very, very nice, so awesome job. Great job to everybody who submitted. Alrighty, we are at the end of yet again another awesome showcase. Cheers to everybody. Thank you so much for submitting your dioramas this week. It's always so much fun to go through them all, but we aren't quite done yet. We need to reveal my top 5, and you'll get your chance to vote for your favorite again on the community tab on my channel. And also, don't forget the live stream coming up Saturday night tonight, September 5th. Around 8 p.m., 9 p.m. Central Time. So, check your calendar, make sure that you're there. Let's get into my top 5, which are the Ring Dio by Diorama, the Detective Pikachu Dio by Things Ernie Makes, the Steampunk Balloon by JoJo's Bargain Hunt and Craft, the Chitlu Temple by Spiral Dioramas, and the Masters of the Universe Tower by MT Dio Art. Again, make sure you go to the community tab on my channel after you're done watching the show and vote for your favorite, and I will reveal the winner next week. Alrighty, there you have it, folks. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and the bell notification if you haven't already. And more importantly, share this video out with as many people as you can. Get the word out. Tell all of your friends that make dioramas, if they aren't using the hashtag #ThisweekInDioramas, tell them to get started doing that on Instagram so we can showcase their work as well. And I will see you next week.